Welcome back to another episode of Skyrim and Scotch. I'm your host, Blake, and this week we'll be doing Johnnie Walker Swing blended Scotch whiskey. Now, what I find interesting about this, first of all, this bottle is thought to be like a collector's item, and it's interesting because if you notice, it's got like a really weird bottom here, and it's not like level. And apparently, if you notice when you're playing with the bottle, pouring your whiskey or whatever, it swings, it like swivels back and forth. And the story behind that swing is Johnnie Walker used to ride on ships back and forth from the continent, and they always were worried about bottles breaking on ships because of the sway of the ships. And apparently this bottle is supposed to sway with the ship, so it doesn't ever tip over. It stays upright. So now I really want to take it on a boat. Obviously I don't have access to a ship, let alone a boat. I want to watch that swing back and forth. It's kind of a really cool ad, right? So anyway, Johnnie Walker Swing. It's no age, so it's straight into the cask. It's been blended and distilled since 1932. And another kind of probably why you haven't seen it before is it's mostly available in duty-free shops, which are mostly at airports. Apparently it's gifted a lot, so that's nice and fun. But what have we been waiting for? You know what we're about to do. We always start with the neat pour.
Der Fluch der Ewigkeit lastet auf meinem Haupt.
Cheers. Damn, that is smooth. That is real smooth. Wow. What are we waiting for? We're headed into the Rat Way, and now that we have our scotch, we can enter the legendary world of the Elder Scrolls, Skyrim. Let's go into the Rat Way. And as we do that, I want you to smell deep. What is the nose of the scotch? What flavors, what notes come to mind? Whoa! And also, use your voice. You want to foo so ra. Ooh. This is why we're always supposed to come in sneaking, because you never know who's going to be on the other side of this. Now the nose is real sweet, huh? Some might say, I read this in a blog, I can't even lie and say these are my words. It's so ridiculous. Invitingly floral. Oh yeah, I gotta shoot these people. Remember the quick save.
I've gotten us this far.
This far? We're living in a sewer. You said we'd have a house as big as the Blackbriar. I'm getting out of here.
You're not going anywhere.
Never should have come here.
Woo! I almost died.
No more. I yield.
You could yield when you're dead. Oh, that felt good. So we're getting floral notes, gentle sherry notes, and it is smoky. There's a wisp of smoke. Ooh, merchant's boots. Okay. And malty. You get that malty smell, which we love. We love the malt. Ooh, orcish bow. There's an upgrade. Yeah. And now that we have the nose down, let's take that long sip. Remember, you really want to roll it over your tongue. It should be a whole journey, right? It should be an experience. And you get to experience the finish right afterwards. So don't take a sip of water yet. Let that really land there. Ooh, look at this trap. Mama didn't raise no fool. Ooh. Let's see if we can unlock this. There we go. So I'm getting a kind of wild honey spread over a burnt toast, which is fun and exciting. Oh, what the heck? Oh my god, that skeever just scared the shit out of me. Where did you even come from? Little guy. Again, you're going to be surprised. The light sherry notes. And then at the end, I mean, let me ask you this. Are you getting like notes of vanilla and, oh shit. So much for sneaking in on this guy. Vanilla and butterscotch. No, no, no. Guy and the fist. Oh, well, that's why I was getting hit so hard. Damn. Probably just sell those. Ooh, watch out for those traps. Ooh. Oh, what do we have here? A bit of alchemist. So the finish, I won't lie to you, it's not great. It's not the best I've ever had. Obviously, sherry. You can taste the oak in the casket. But I'm gonna have to drink more. Let's see if it develops. So we'll see if how it develops. Make sure to quickly cleanse the palate with some water before your next sip, so you can get more of a pure taste. Okay, now that you've cleansed your cleanse your palate. Let's do another sip. Really smell, because smell informs taste. Wow, almost died from that trap. That's crazy. Also, this totally looks like an execution. There should be a head in there, right? Second sip, not as good. It's felt real smooth in the beginning. Oh, low life, okay. Whoa, whoa, what is this mace? Okay, cool. I gotta level up for my... Oh, I love the shield finisher. God damn, that's sexy. There we go. Restoration increase. We need to get the restoration up. That's important. There's actually certain quests that you shouldn't start until your restoration hits a certain level. Isn't that crazy? Finish is not great with this one. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to wash out my mouth with what this finish is. Beggar. Ooh, this is one of those books that increases your skills. Pay attention to these. These are the ones you definitely want to find. Okay, let me wet my palate for this. Beggar by Revan. Eslaf Errol was the last of the litter of 5 born to the queen of the prosperous Nordic kingdom of Erogard, Lafkrapa, Lapir Copa. Let's say Lapir Copa. That's a rough one. I'd love to hear everybody try and pronounce that. And her husband, the king of Elogard. Oh my God, how do you even say that word? Edelof? Eatlof. Let's say Eatlof. During pregnancy, the queen had been more than twice as wide as she was tall, and the act of delivery took 3 months and 6 days after it had begun. It is perhaps understandable that the Lapir Copa, that's what we settled on, huh? Lapir Copa, elected upon expelling Eslaf to frown, say, good riddance, and die. Like many Nords, Edelof did not care very much for his wife, and less for his children. That's upsetting. His subjects were puzzled, therefore, when he announced that he would follow the ancient tradition of his people of Atmora, of following his beloved spouse to the grave. They had not thought they were particularly in love, nor were they aware that such a tradition existed. Still, the simple people were grateful, for the little royal drama alleviated their boredom, which was and is a common problem in the more obscure parts of northern Skyrim, particularly in wintertide. He gathered his household staff and his 5 fat, bawling little heirs in front of him and divided his estate. To his son, Inhop, he gave his title. To his son, Linru, he gave his land. To his son, Sweebud, he gave his fortune. And to his daughter, Lysifitra, yeah, I like that, Lysifitra, he gave his army. Eatlof's advisors had suggested to keep the inheritance together for the good of the kingdom, but Eatlof did not particularly care for his advisors, or the kingdom for that matter. Upon making his announcement, he drew his dagger across his throat. That was abrupt. One of the nurses, who was rather shy, finally decided to speak as the king's life ebbed away. "Your Highness, you forgot your 5th child, little Eslaf." Good Eatlof groaned. "It is somewhat hard to concentrate with blood gushing from one's throat after all." The king tried in vain to think of something to bequeath, but there was nothing left. Finally, he sputtered irritably, "Eslaf should have taken something then," and died. That a babe but a few days old was expected to demand his rightful inheritance was arguably unfair. But so Eslaf Errol was given his birthright with his father's dying breath. He would have nothing but what he had taken. That's very poetic. Since no one else would have him, the shy nurse, whose name was Druzba, took the baby home. It was a decrepit little shack, and over the years that followed, it became more and more decrepit. Unable to find work, Druzba sold all of her furnishings to buy food for little Eslaf, but the time he was old enough to walk and talk, she had sold the walls and the roof as well, so they had nothing but a floor to call home. And if you've ever been to Skyrim, you can appreciate that is scarcely sufficient. Druzba did not tell Eslaf the story of his birth, or that his brothers and sisters were leading quite nice lives with their inheritances, for, as we have said, she was rather shy, and found it difficult to broach the subject. She was so painfully shy, in fact, that whenever she asked any questions about where he came from, Druzba would run away. That was more or less her answer to everything, to flee. In order to communicate with her at all, Eslaf learned how to run almost as soon as he could walk. He couldn't keep up with his adopted mother at first, but in time he learned to go toe-heel. If he anticipated a short but fast sprint, and heel-toe, if it seemed Druzba was headed for a long-distance marathon flight. He did not get all the answers he needed from her, but Eslaf did learn how to run. The kingdom of Errolgard had, in the years that Eslaf was growing, become quite a grim place. King Einhop did not have a treasury, for Suibud had been given that. He did not have property for income, for Lainru had been given that. He did not have an army to protect the people, for Lysifitra had been given that. Furthermore, as he was but a child, all decisions in the kingdom went through Einhop's rather corrupt council. It had become a bureaucratic, exploitative land of high taxes, rampant crime, and regular incursions from neighboring kingdoms. Not a particularly unusual situation for a kingdom of Tamriel, but an unpleasant one nonetheless. The time finally came when the tax collector arrived to Druzba's hovel, such as it was, to collect the only thing he could, the floor. Rather than protest, the poor shy maid ran away, and Eslaf never saw her again. Without a home or a mother, Eslaf did not know what to do. He had grown accustomed to the cold, open air in Druzba's shack, but he was hungry. "May I have a piece of meat?" he asked the butcher down the street. "I'm very hungry." The man had known the boy for years, often spoke to his wife about how sorry he felt for him, growing up in a home with no ceilings or walls. He smiled at Eslaf and said, "Go away, or I'll hit you." Eslaf hurriedly left the butcher and went to a nearby tavern. The tavern keeper had been a former valet in the king's court and knew that the boy was by right a prince. Many times he had seen the poor ragged lad in the streets and sighed at the way fate had treated him. "May I have something to eat?" Eslaf asked this tavern keeper. "I'm very hungry." "You're lucky I don't cook you up and eat you," replied the tavern keeper. Eslaf hurriedly left the tavern. For the rest of the day, the boy approached the good citizens of Errolgard, begging for food. One person had thrown something at him, but it turned out to be an inedible rock. As night fell, a raggedy man came up to Eslaf and, without saying a word, handed him a piece of fruit and a piece of dried meat. The lad took it, wide-eyed, and as he devoured it, he thanked the man very sweetly. "If I see you begging on the streets tomorrow," the man growled, "I'll kill you myself. There are only so many beggars we of the guild allow in any one town, and you make it one too many. You are ruining business." It was a good thing Eslaf Errol knew how to run. He ran all night. Eslaf Errol's story is continued in the book Thief. I love the little anecdotal stories in this game. Oh, I don't have enough mana to cast that? Well, we'll just have to change that. What's the other one I needed help with? It'll come to me when I see it. Restoration, right? We want to dual cast it. I'm not very sneaky. Feel like everybody can just hear me.
Those days are over. I'm telling you, this one is different. We've all heard that one before, Bryn. Quit kidding yourself. It's time to face the truth, old friend. You, Vex, Mercer, you're all part of a dying breed. Things are changing. Dying breed, eh? Well, what do you call that, then? Well, well. Color me impressed, lad. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again.
Getting here was easy.
Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me?
Deadbeats? What'd they do?
They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways.
Sounds good. Who are they?
Kirava, Bercy Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization.
How did you want me to handle it?
Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business.
Consider it done.
Good. If you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Now get going.
Any tips about Kirava?
Kirava's stubborn, but she's got a soft spot for family. Talk to Talon Jay at the Bee and Barb, and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted, if you catch my meaning.
And what's Helga's story.
Helga is a devout follower of Dibella, dotes over the statue to the divine that she keeps at the bunkhouse. Use it as leverage, and she'll cave.
Any help with Bercy?
He's as pig-headed a man as you'll ever find. The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude. I'll be here when you're done.
Beckel and me, we have a thing going. So I recommend you keep your hands off the merchandise.
Okay, apparently I don't get the fence yet. This is the first test, huh? And what sucks is it's not even like pure gasoline where you really like it singes the nostrils. It's just it's just disappointing. It's that I think the initial smell and taste is fine, nothing special, but the finish, what sticks with you, I feel like that almost matters more than the initial smell and taste. What? How am I being detected? Oh, scheisse. Oh no, it's a courier. Brace yourselves.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver.
You can try.
Let's see here. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
I'm watching you. Not what I tried to do. The letter. Grey-Malkin. You caused a bit of stir in the rafting when you demonstrated your power of the theme. Not everyone is anxious for the return of the Dragonborn. I, for one, desire to see you grow and develop your talents. Skyrim needs a true hero these days. You should turn your attention to Atomwatch Tower. I understand it holds a mysterious source of power that can only be unlocked by the Dragonborn. Sincerely, a friend. In my experience, friends aren't usually that forthcoming and convenient.
People of Riften, heed my words. The return of the dragons is not mere coincidence. This is one of the signs that Lady Mara is displeased with your constant inebriation. Put down your flagons filled with your vile liquids, and embrace the teachings of the Handmaiden of Kine.
No, Marama. We talked about this. Talon?
Kira, certainly we can come to some sort of an understanding. These people must be made aware of the chaos they've sown.
Enough, Marama. We've all heard of the dragons and their return. There's no need to use them as an excuse to harass our customers.
Very well, Talon. I'll remove myself from this den of iniquity.
We're not kicking you out. Just keep the sermons at the temple and let us all sin in peace.
Blessings of Mara upon you. How may I help you, my son?
I want to know more about the Temple of Mara.
Wonderful. Where to begin? Mara is the goddess of love. The temple spreads her gifts by tending to the sick, the poor, and the lost. We also perform wedding ceremonies for all the loving couples in Skyrim.
I could have a wedding at
Yes,
the temple?
if you were ready, of course. Are you familiar with how marriage works in Skyrim?
No. Really?
Typically, love in Skyrim is as earnest as the people who live here. Life is hard and short, so there's little room for long courtship. A person who is looking for a spouse simply wears an amulet of Mara about the neck, showing they are available. When another person shows interest and the two agree to be together, one of them comes to the temple and we arrange a ceremony.
That simple. Oh. An amulet's only 200? Alright. Let's try. Do you accept charity?
Of course. I'd be more than happy to add a donation to our charity box. Right now, the best you could provide is coin. We need all the help we can get. Thank you. I can promise you that this will be put to good use. Mara's domain encompasses the emotions we strive the most to embrace: love, compassion, and understanding. It's difficult to appreciate her gifts in these dark times, but you should consider her light a beacon in the storm.
I'll buy an amulet of Mara.
Here you are. Now, remember, people in Skyrim respond to deeds. You'll find more people interested in your love if you help them. Good luck. Mara bless you. May you return to her benevolence and safety.
What is this amulet?
What do you want?
Here for a room or something to drink? Show me some coin first.
I have a message for you from Brynjolf.
I've already told that buffoon that I'm not paying you people a single coin.
It was never a request.
Look around you. I'm barely keeping this rat hole together. The wars sing to that.
I'm finished wasting my time talking to you.
Good, and take this little message back to your bosses. I'm not paying any of you a single septim, ever. Now get out of my inn.
What do you want?
We'll play this the hard way. How did you meet Kirava?
I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since. In fact, I'm thinking of asking her to marry me. In Blackmarsh, tradition dictates we present a potential mate a unique wedding ring to represent our future bond. I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3 flawless amethysts to complete the setting.
Okay. Why don't you get them? I could find those for you.
I was hoping you'd offer. I didn't think it was my place to ask such a favor of you. I thank you.
You might want to talk some sense into Kirava.
With the rumors going around about how poorly your guild's been doing, she's become much too bold. I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people.
Then help me convince her to pay.
Look, I'm only telling you this because I care for her. Don't mistake this as acceptance for what you do. Kirava has some family at a farm just inside of Morrowind. If you mention you know about it, she might just listen to you. Just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought.
Sounds good to me.
If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Before we start this quest, or rather, before we put Kirava in her place, you know what time it is. Whiskey with a drop of water.
Keine Stunde bleibt mehr zwischen dem, was ist und dem, was kommt.
Cheers.
I'm not paying you or Brynjolf a single coin. Now get out of my tavern. No, and I never will. Now get out of my inn.
Wow. That is much sweeter with a drop of water. That's crazy. It always astounds me how sweet it gets. Now I understand the vanilla and butterscotch. Huh.
How could you possibly know about... Please, my family means too much to me. Don't hurt them.
Then pay up, and I'll forget about it.
Very well. Here, take this back to Brynjolf and tell him he'll have no more trouble from me.
You look like you could use it.
It's a job well done.
You're a
Never seen
stranger
Mule
here
this
too,
upset
huh?
about anything. The city really gets to her.
Whoa. Getting ambushed by all these folk.
So, can I interest you in anything today?
Cleanse the palate. Let's really flesh out these tastes, these
So, can
notes,
I interest you in
so to
anything
speak.
today? So, can I interest you in anything today?
I have a message from Brynjolf.
What? Oh, it's one of you people. So Brynjolf doesn't even bother to show up himself anymore, eh? What's this message?
Simple. You don't pay. Bad things happen.
Petty threats and fist-waving are not going to sway me. You people are all talk, and everyone knows it. You demand payment for protection, and you can't even protect yourselves.
We can protect ourselves. Trust me.
Don't fool yourself. It's only a matter of time before you people are run out of Riften.
I've had enough of this.
Likewise. Now I have a lot to do, so I'm afraid you'll just have to leave.
I didn't want to do
Sorry,
this.
You're going to have to leave. Tell Brynjolf you just have to make do without my coin. Ah! No! You're going to break it!
Oh my word.
No? Nothing?
Ah! No! You're going to break it!
This isn't happening.
No! That bird was priceless.
You want me to break anything else?
Alright, I get it. I'll pay on time from now on. Just don't smash anything else. Here, take your gold. And leave me in peace. Rifa, I was looking through our books and there's an entry for spices. Says we spent 300 septims. What is that?
Spices? I'm certain I have no idea what you're talking about.
You sure? It was in your handwriting. If you can't keep the books straight, then let me do them.
Ah, yes. Spices. That was a special order for someone in Whiterun. Should be along any day now. Don't let it worry you, my dear.
What is this apology? Bearsea, I got your last request, but there's no way I'm going near Shroud Hearth Barrow. I know that trinkets from the Nordic barrows sell quite well, but it isn't worth getting killed. You probably think I'm crazy, but I'm certain that the place is haunted, and I refuse to become another victim of whatever lives there. Sorry, old friend. Wilhelm.
You keep giving and giving, Bearsea, and they'll keep taking and taking. When is it going to end?
Can't listen to this. Alright, where's this last one? Helga's bunkhouse.
Trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
What? Nothing. Get away from me.
It's you. Please, don't hurt me.
Yeah? I have a message from Brynjolf.
I know who you are. You've been terrorizing the entire city. Please, there's no need for that here. Message understood. Here, I even have the payment.
Stop wasting your coin on that you'd have enough gold to live on.
Sorry, Titus. I'll get it to you someday.
Sorry about the mess. Keeping this place clean is quite a chore.
Trees. Beautiful here. Reminds me of autumn at home.
Honestly, I think the drop of water brings out the smoke as well. Very pleasant, like campfire smoke, like camping in the woods smoke. Like second night in the woods, you have your camp all set up and things are running smoothly. And you just get to stare at the fire. Smoke.
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
So,
Thank you.
done and you even
That
brought
was
gold. Best
great
of all, you
advice.
did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive.
Here's what they owed us.
Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful.
What's next then?
Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit.
If there's more gold where that came from, I'm in.
That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here.
Before we go, I have to ask.
What's on your mind?
Word is your outfit isn't doing well. Is that true?
We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough? Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about.
For anything special.
Well, if some moon sugar should fall into your lap.
Baby, that stuff's getting tough to bring across the border with only our government controls.
I'll be willing to buy.
Ooh, I love the door that's in the back of a closet. Dope.
You need to tell your boys to play nice, Delvin. Almost threw two of them into the well last night.
The ragged flagon cistern.
Things don't start getting better soon. I may look for work outside.
Hey, I still have
Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the guild's resources to bring y'all here. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. You play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. What we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, I understand.
Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work, so let him prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin, so don't disappoint me.
So how do I get a cut? How do I get my cut of the spoils?
Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor.
Tell me about the Golden Glow job.
Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house.
What's the catch?
The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did.
What's so important about these
The
clients?
guild depends on an arrangement of influential people to keep things running smoothly. Without them at our backs, we'd be in serious trouble.
What should I do about Arengoth?
Maven prefers that Arengoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up.
I'm gonna need more details about Golden Glow.
Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arengoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex, find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place.
Mercenaries? Not Riften guards?
Aye. Arengoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go.
Oh, I know how to destroy the
You watch
beehives.
yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Alright.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint.
It's okay, I excel under pressure. And before we start the Thieves Guild Golden Glow quest, you know what time it is. Over Ice.
Lastet auf meinem Haupt. Es gibt ein Wort und ein Gefühl für alle.
All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint.
So you're the new recruit, huh? Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get very well acquainted.
Why is that?
I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little slice for the guild, of course. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee.
Is there anything you don't charge for?
Sure. How about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern? Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all types. You can play it tough, or you can play it smart. Whatever. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make us.
Understood.
Good. Then there isn't much more to say. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use.
Ooh, is that Thieves Guild armor? Carrying capacity increased by 20. Lock picking 15% easier. Prices 10% better. Pickpocket 15% better. Ah, this is a good. Ah, it's a great day to be alive. Yeah, let's just sell the rest of this
Cozy
stuff.
little family. I'm one of the lookouts for the guild. I watch Delvin's back.
What do you give me for these?
I've got coin and I've got merchandise. Let's see what we can do.
Ice makes it real smooth. You almost don't get that awful lingering aftertaste. I would say, I would venture to say as much as this. You have a scotch that you're not fond of? Pour it over ice. Problem solved. Boom. I love how selling things increases your speech. Hysterical. Alright, for this Golden Glow job, we do need some special stuff. Oh, maybe not. No potions of invisibility or anything? Alright. Alright, I see you. Does the guild provide any other services?
Well, you could always speak to Delvin or Vex if you're looking for extra work. Or if you're looking for training, we've got plenty of it down here. Delvin, Vex, Nearwin, and Vipper can give you a leg up on that. Until next time. If you're looking for extra work, talk to Vex or Delvin. They'll fix you up.
There we go. Look like a true thief now. What else do I need to do? Learn more. Okay, Delvin and Vex. Must be sleeping. Time to wake up.
Read your fate. Let me guess. He just plucked you off the street and dropped you into the thick of things without telling you which way is up. Am I right?
Suppose I could use some advice.
See, that kind of attitude comes from someone who wants to get rich and stay alive long enough to enjoy it. We're gonna get along nicely. So, if you've got the nerve, I've got plenty of extra jobs to help get the guild back on its feet. Look around you. The flagon, the guild, it's all falling apart. A few decades ago, this place was as busy as the Imperial City. Now, you'll be lucky if you don't trip over a skeever instead.
What's happened?
Look, I know the others think I'm a bit daft for saying stuff like this, but I'm gonna give it you straight. Something out there is piss-drunk mad at us. I don't know who or what it is, but it's beyond just you and me. We've been cursed.
A curse? Well, what can we do about it?
I'll tell you what we do. We spit in that curse's face and turn things around down here. Put things back the way they were. That's where you come in. I've got plenty of work available that could guide us down the road to recovery. All you need to do is ask, and we can both come out of this smelling like a rose.
All right. I heard you're offering extra work.
I handle the fishing, numbers, and bedlam jobs. The ones with a more personal touch. If breaking's a more your thing, go talk to Vex.
Tell me about the numbers jobs.
Most of the establishments in Skyrim keep their transactions recorded within business ledgers. Your job will be to change the numbers in those books so the shortfalls from our other jobs look legit. Feel like doing a bit of writing?
I'll do it.
Nice. Yeah, this is what you'll need to know. Ah, you're back. Pull up a seat. Have a drink.
Can you train me to
Stick with
sneak?
me, and they'll never even know you're there.
Oh wow, he's a master. Awesome.
Don't forget you're representing the guild. Don't do anything stupid.
Loud and clear.
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong. And two, you follow my lead and do exactly as I say. No questions, no excuses.
Hey, take it easy.
Easy, huh? So, should I just hand you purses of coin, or are you gonna work to earn your keep? Let me give you a small bit of advice. Nothing in this line of work is easy. If it was, every dragon a ratway would be robbing Riften blind. If something's being handed to you on a silver platter, then there's a catch. Steal the platter instead. You get it?
I'll keep that in mind.
Then we understand each other. Good. Now, it's time to get your feet wet. And I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about anything but business.
What sort of business?
I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here.
Any idea why?
Who knows? Old Delvin thinks it's some kind of curse. I think he's crazy. If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just plain old bad luck.
So, what can we do?
You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Not a bad deal, eh?
Not a bad deal. Heard you ran into trouble at the Golden Glow.
Yeah, I did. That wood elf's wit. It's a lot smarter than I expected. Can you believe that fetcher had more than tripled the guard? There must have been 8 of them in there. It was like he was daring us to come and get him.
Any tips to get me in there?
Well, there's an old sewer tunnel that dumps into the lake on the northwest side of the island. That's how I slipped in there. Should still be unguarded.
Great.
You think you're finished? I've got plenty more where that came from.
Okay. You sound real confident. Oh yeah, I have one of these, huh? Ah, the empty guild trophies. Is mine over here? Okay, here we go. Let's store those for now. Oh yeah. Till I get my own place at least. Great. Gotta get that well-rested stat. What are you doing over here? Oh, Shiza. Why? I'm not equipped to take on a fully grown dragon. Gotta get the F out of here. Ah! Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. See if they're following me. Okay. We can save. Operation Golden Glow. I hope you have your scotch ready, folks. Can't trap me with skeevers. Come on. Oh my aim. There we go. Bring your pretty little face to my axe. That's how it's done, folks. What did they do to that guy? Pick up that guy. Ooh, not by the guy we just read, huh? We'll read that in a bit. We're in the middle of a mission. Real good. Lots of bones. Okay, this trap was already triggered. Alright. You never know what you're gonna find. Oh, brittle. Can't touch this. Oh, we gotta go to restoration, right? Requires 20? Alright, let's see. Where are we at? Okay. Gotta get to that safe. Safe, right? It's downstairs? Anything good? Wow.
Is someone there?
Yikes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you get downstairs quick? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, you didn't hear nothing. Let's do a different save for this part. Because in the movies, it would all go off perfect, huh? Oh, there's nothing better than that stolen coin. You know what's up. I gotta get that bear pelt. Here we go. I'm fucking invisible. Oh my god. Walk away. Walk away, mate. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Can't
no idea what just happened. Oof. Expert lock, no joke. Oh yeah. Ain't got a chance. Alright. Maybe I need a little more confidence than that. So what is over here? This is the quick getaway exit, huh? Okay. I'll accept that. See if I can light this stuff on fire. Oh no, you know what I just realized? Oh, I do have flames. About to get real tilt. I think I gotta go on top. Right, because I have to go over this land bridge. Woo! We're gonna make it. Let's see who's up here. Oh me good. Oh me good. Okay. I can't be seen. That's it, right? Nah. There we go. Fucking dead. That deserves a celebratory drink. Return to Brynjolf. You can't fast travel when enemies are nearby, folks. You can't do it. Ooh. That looks like a back way into that fortress. Sibilla, the goddess of beauty. Shadow Mark. Why are they always standing there?
Hey! Wanna talk?
This document acknowledges the sale of Golden Glow estate and all property and assets and materials contained within. Payment of the property have been made in full by Gajul Lee, an agent on behalf of the buyer. All dealings with Thieves Guild and Riffin are to cease immediately to deter any possible retribution for this act. You're to take immediate steps to protect our asset in any way you see fit. I think you will find that the Thieves Guild is far more bark than bite, and will likely avoid Golden Glow estate rather than thin their already dwindling numbers. Good luck, and may this be the start of a long and lucrative partnership.
Now.
Okay.
Really tough. I respect that. Bringing in a lot of coin for the guild. Making us look good, too. Let me know if you need anything, okay?
So, you were part of a bandit clan?
I joined up with them maybe 10 years ago. Small clan, maybe 20 men. We'd raid villages, rob caravans. But it was always about the killing for them. Don't get me wrong. The first few years with that clan were some of the best years of my life. All the food I could eat, all the wine I could drink, and all the women I could bed. We raided a caravan one spring. I think it was a few wagons with some farmers moving to a new village. They didn't put up much of a fight. All that was left were the women and children. Then the leader of our clan, Garthek, he ordered us to kill the rest.
You'd never had to do that before.
No, we usually let them go. I refused to do it, and Garthek ordered the clan to kill me as well. Luckily, I had made some friends with the clan who immediately sided with me. We tore each other to pieces. After it was over, those of us that remained simply went our separate ways.
And Garthek?
I left his head on a pike at the wreckage of the caravan. Never knew what became of the rest of the clan that survived. I suppose they moved on just like I did.
Alright.
Always a pleasure.
What is this? Reen! I've used every source at my disposal, and I still can't find a trace of your parents. Wherever they are, they've completely erased themselves from the history. This is quite a feat considering the quality of my sources. If I come up with anything else, I'll be certain to contact you. Athel Newbury.
Alright. I have everything you asked for all ready to go.
I hope this deal goes through.
Word on the street is Golden Glow's been hit. Good job, lad.
Yes. Here's what was in the safe.
Let me take a look at what you found. Arengoth sold Golden Glow? What's that idiot thinking? He has no idea the extent of Maven's fury when she's been cut out of a deal. But I'm certain he'll find out. If only the parchment had the buyer's name instead of this odd symbol. Any idea what that might be?
No idea.
Well, I'll check my sources and speak to Mercer. But for now, you're off to speak to Maven Blackbriar. She asked for you by name.
women on the same night? Well, if you don't want to hear it, that's your loss. If I wanted to hear a tall tale, I'd read a children's storybook. Get some better stories.
Sure. But will I come out of there alive?
If it was like that, she wouldn't be asking for you. She'd be calling on the Dark Brotherhood. It's just business.
Alright. What does Maven want from me?
That's between you and Maven, and I prefer to keep it that way. Don't worry about it. Maven's business dealings usually involve quite a bit of gold for her people.
Speaking of which...
Of course, your pay. You're smart as a whip, lad. Keep doing right by us, and there's plenty more where that came from. Until next we meet, lad.
Alright. Sounds good to me.
Maven wants to see you right away.
Let's check in at the Ragged Flagon.
Pull up a seat. Have a drink.
Stick to the rules and you'll end up rich. Break them, and you're out on your arse. Sit. I've got coin and I've got merchandise.
Let me see what you have.
Give the package to her just like you said.
Oh, I gotta read that. Let's save that. Oh, I guess I could have used the light feet. Well, that's good. I got 1824. Draft of... Oh my god, 400 gold. Wow. Alright, obviously not gonna buy anything from ye.
The Jarl was planning a surprise raid on us, but she talked her out of it. Said she'd save us.
Gotta talk to Maven Blackbriar. Oh. There we go. Oh no, is that another courier?
I'm looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Okay. But I've got to talk to Maven.
No doubt about it. The Thieves Guild is back, and they've got...
Let's see. Jarl Siggeir of Falkreath. Greymalkin. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Siggeir, and I have the honor to be the Jarl of the proud and ancient city of Falkreath. The fame of your exploits across Skyrim has brought you to my attention. If you are interested in becoming a Thane of Falkreath, hold. I invite you to speak to me next time you are in Falkreath. Aside from the honor that accrues to the title, my Thanes are entitled to a personal housecarl. I can also tell you privately that a choice parcel of land in Falkreath would be available for your purchase should you honor services prove useful to me. I look forward to meeting you in person. I remain Jarl Siggeir of Falkreath. Okay. Jarls are reaching out to me now. And that's going to be it for me today with Skyrim and Scotch. I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to these episodes. I know this is the 4th one, and I'm extremely grateful at your loyalty. I've had tons of fun with this, and I hope you have too. Please keep exploring Scotch and comment, give me suggestions of Scotch I should do on future episodes, or quests I should do in Skyrim, or if you feel like I'm too passive or too aggressive, I'd love to hear that. From my heart to yours, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Blake. Have a nice weekend.